So a Sona game. A Sona game, and I think I guess you were running the 921 and 0. I can't really say for sure because I think this LSI is sometimes bugged when it comes to this shit. I could like, but it looks like it might be correct because I don't see any CDR, and I don't really know what I would run on Sona right now because I haven't played her that much for a while. I know she's not that great with AP, so my usual AP style of supporting is not something I would run. And I think I would run like kinda offensive type of fighter setup with the hybrid pen runes on marks and HP seals, probably armor queens, and for cliffs I would probably use like a mix of mana regen and flat magic resistance, and for masteries I think I would be using like probably something like your Chana page was in the last game with the mix of defense and utility. Or maybe even the 9 defense and 21 utility, like that could be alright. But anyway. And also I think okay, exhaust is pretty good, but I think on Sona sometimes you might even consider ignite. But I think exhaust is often the better choice. And again you get the coin start with the stealth ward. It's just something I don't do ever, to be honest. I would much rather see you get one more potion and one more biscuit and mana potion maybe, just to like put up way more pressure by having this insane sustain and mana for poke. I think I like to play Sona like really offensive with the high poke, high pressure, high like that. I think Sona is still one of the better poke supports. One of the better supports in trading damage. Like in the past she was like pretty fucking good at level 5 and onwards, but she had the super weak early game. But I think they buffed that part of her, like increased the base stats and shit like that. But right now I don't think she's that great. I think supports like Nami and Chana do the utilities thing better, and her damage isn't really that meaningful. If you wanna play damage supports, there are better choices. And the sustain is not really great because of like Nami and Chana give more sustain with their Nami's ebb and flow and Chana's ultimate. I think you were... yeah, you were slow to the lane, but Rammoose actually started blue, so either way you had no chance really. I don't think you can reach the level 2 before them. They have 2 creep advantage right now. but this poke is pretty good. But oh, you need to use your potions like way quicker than this even. Like I'm not sure you can get the full HP in time before level 2, and that can be like lane deciding sometimes. And you get this to level 2 at the same time before a fight happens. That's pretty good news for you. Yeah, now you just wanna poke them down. Use your auto attacks, yeah. Auto attacks. And Leona misses the blade, and it could be an opportunity for you to poke. You just wanna see the Lucian go for CS and punish when he's going for CS. Yeah, W to help. Was kinda slow on the W there. You didn't get the full use of that shield. And also I think having that one more biscuit and mana potion would be really helpful. Like, look at this, everyone is like struggling to stay at full HP. But if you spend that money on that shit, you would be having a quite nice advantage. Like right now you already have a decent, but you would be having even more tools to work with. And yeah, you're leveling this shit correctly, I think. I've been even doing shit like never getting the E until after ultimate or something like that, at level 7 or something like that. I don't think it's like needed or that useful. Your mana pool doesn't even support using it anyway, so yeah, you just wanna use your levels on the Q really and the W. And as you can see, like W heals for what? Like what, 25 and plus the missing health, so even at the best it only heals like less than 50 for 70 mana, so a sustain spell it's garbage. You should never like try to sustain with Sona. She's all about being aggressive with her power cards and the Q. But I think you know that. And yeah, Rammoose is really dangerous. I wanna see if I can watch that again. So, red side vision. Yeah, not really the greatest vision because there's no mid wards until now. Now you see Rammoose, but he has like 500 move speed, so I think your batting went kinda off there. Maybe your reaction was a bit slow. Like right now, if you instantly notice the Rammoose. Ah yeah, you could have gotten away, I think. You kinda made some weird loops and then even walking back towards the Leona bit. I think. Well, I don't know. There was still the taunt that was maybe about to hit you. But yeah, this ward is like not really the greatest against Rammoose. It needs to be deeper or in the dry brush. Like against someone like Rammoose, I think you just have to make a choice between the dry brush and the dragon area. Like, because having that ward is like not really helpful. Until you have sidestone, there's like no way to ward those both areas, so you're just gonna get wrecked by the Rammoose ganks. But if you have a decent deep ward, you can prevent at least one of his paths, so it's just something you need to think about. And you also wanna use like information, like if you've seen him in mid lane, then he's maybe going to the river, and if you haven't seen him for a long time, it's maybe that he's coming through the dry brush, like. Of course, it's not always the case, but you can make some guesswork like that. And in the end, it's still a gamble, like which path will hit you. So would he even go through the lane? Like once he has Mobi, it's just like almost impossible to ward against Rammoose. You would need like 3 super deep wards. And somehow you all escaped there. Just face rolling away. I could like watch that again though. So you have this gank going on. Let's go even further back. So you have E right now, but you don't have a power cord for it, I guess. But you only have mana for one spell. I think if you if you accidentally turned around and queued the fucking with auto attack the illusion, I think he would maybe even die. But it has to be the nearest, so. And I don't think power cord alone is enough. I think that E was kinda late and not needed, but doesn't really change anything. Yeah, now you have the sidestone. So like, yeah, like I said, you need like super deep wards. Like this dry brush and maybe even this brush to see the lane ganks, and then something like this brush here or the dragon. Because Rammoose soon has Mobis. Actually he didn't even go for Mobis first, which is a mistake I think. So yeah, they have the pink ward, so you kinda need to like contest it together. Or maybe even with your jungler, but it's such a risk. Also without... If you don't have information on Rammoose, it's so suicide to try to kill that pink ward, so not much you can do. Well, now you know that Rammoose is in the mid lane, so. And somehow Lucian is alone and you get the nice ultimate on him. Now just push it up real fast, just help your Vayne push. And you should use this time to also clear the pink ward, I think. Yeah, I think you're doing it, yeah, that's the right play. There's no way you can like get the turret down or something like that. I think you maybe should have spent a second or two more on the minion wave and then only then go for the pink ward, but that was fine. So now the Leona has her ultimate and you don't, so it's kinda bad time to fight. But let's see what happens, even if there is a fight or not. Still a whole minute until the ultimate is back. I think the vision was kind of bad here, like you could have kind of expected Victor and Rammoose to come. It's like decent idea to try to get something going on, but Rammoose is now has Mobis actually, so he's really fast. And you don't even reach the Lucian. So I don't know. It's hard to say what I really. There was anything you could have done differently. I think it just wouldn't happen like without having your ultimate. The whole gank idea was kinda greedy. You didn't have the hard CC and Vayne wasn't able to pump enough damage, so. And also because your mid was ganked at the same time, they could just collapse from the mid and show 4 people at bottom, so I don't know. And I think you're going for Talisman again. But against this team comp with Rammoose and Leon, I think Talisman is like bad buy. You need the Crucible Rush against the Taunt and the Leona stuns. Especially against Rammoose stunt, you need to like Crucible against that shit. Your Vayne will love you for that, but until then you're in a big trouble, I think. The movement speed from Talisman does nothing against Rammoose. You won't be able to outrun him. And also Leona will still like be able to flash initiate and shit like that. So there's always gonna be a time where the Vayne gets hard CC'd, and for that you need the Crucible. You could still like get the Crucible even if you bought these charms, because yeah, doesn't look like you're going for it. You went for the idol. Oh wait. But anyway, so you have an insane team fight here. I don't think this game looks too bad for you if you now just get some farm on the Vayne and be able to handle the Rammoose with Crucible or something like that. And also this vision coverage is like bad. Of course it's like Syndra's fault to be overextending like this, but sometimes these mid laners don't really wanna buy wards, so you just have to ward for them. But even having a ward like in this price does nothing really against Rammoose. You need so deep wards. And now I don't know why you were even thinking about contesting that shit. They have Rammoose and you have no way to fight. And now you're not really even dropping the wards as you're retreating, so every time I'm retreating like this I would be dropping ward in this brush or in this brush, depending on which way I retreat. So I think your situational warding like this tricky situations could be improved upon. And even, yeah, now you don't even have the vision for this shit, so Wukong gets like flash over the wall. I guess it doesn't turn too bad for you guys, but you still like lose turret or something. So this is something that I think a lot of supports have a trouble with. So they try to be like, I don't know, just follow the same warding spots every game, but in around objectives and chases and disengages like this, you just need to be dropping wards all the time. And now that you didn't drop the wards here when you were retreating, it just gets like 10 times more dangerous to ward those areas when the enemy is actually there waiting for you. So you should just be warding when you visit the location for the first time. I think that you needed to like choose a path a bit faster. Oh, and not really anything you can do without Crucible or something. And you get mercs, but to be honest, the mercs on you do nothing at this point. You're a Sona with the, like not even level 2 ultimate or anything like that. So I would just be way more support oriented with my build and just try to get the Crucible rather than finishing the mercs. Now that you were in the mid lane, you need to be dropping wards even in this part of the mid lane. Well, someone dropped this ward, which is a pretty decent ward, but you wanna have vision even in the deeper parts of the enemy side, because it will give you more time to react and to plan ahead. Also against Wukong it would be pretty nice to have the Oracle lens. He will be stealthing up in the team fights and in the initiations. I guess you're going for Locket then. I don't really agree with that at all. Sure, Victor is fed as fuck, but they also have a Wukong and Lucian who are decently fed. And I still don't think that Locket will make any difference in your team fights. It will come down to having the how the Rammoose is dealt with. And if people are able to avoid like Wukong ultimates and Victor spells, because those are avoidable, but I think Rammoose is mostly avoidable with Crucible and Syndra spells, but and also the Gale ulti will be needed against focus targets, but yeah, this fight is just probably unwinnable. 10,000 gold difference anyways. And also in this game you are doing kind of the same mistake, not really buying any pink wards. You kinda needed to create some picks for your team with having some wards and shit like that. Like you should be clearing way more wards than you currently are. Having the oracles and pink wards would make a difference, but sometimes you have to do it earlier than. Like even now it wouldn't make a difference anymore, like 13,000 gold difference. So. So yeah, your items were really not optimal in this game, I think. I think the highest impact you can have is with the Crucible and the pink wards and the Oracle lens. If you would watch like really high elos player in this game, I think he would like instantly see that shit, that team fights will revolve around the Rammoose taunt and dealing with that. Or the Leona initiate, which is removable hard CC. But now this, you've lost 2 inhibs and you don't even have any vision left. So the game is over at that point. But like this whole game, the vision coverage was really bad on your team. Like mid lane didn't do anything. And you didn't even get the fastest possible sidestone, I think. Well, actually you maybe did. Well, not the fastest possible, but yeah, you did get the first back sidestone, but what your warding after that was like right here, you need to just take a risk and roam and plant some deep wards. Like I would do it like before the enemy bot lane arrives. Now you're doing it, but they can remove that. Yeah. Actually, this part of the game you were playing it really nice. But then there was this weird die where you didn't have the vision of mid lane roaming. And it just got way too greedy. I'm not sure who's at fault there. I think you two had like a chance to make more impact in that whole fight. Like right here you would have the power god. If you now land the power god on Lucian, maybe. Did you even do it? Oh yeah, actually you did do that. But it's not enough still. For some weird ass reason Vayne wasn't like moving fast enough, I think. Maybe it was Vayne's fault. Yeah, he's walking back when the fight is happening, like not moving at all. He needed to be in range there. And now there's like some weird greedy play. Even then this would be like 1 for 2, I think. Both Nunu and Vayne were dying anyway. I don't know. And they've like cleared all your wards again. You have 1 ward placed right now, which is like in the lane, I think. Like right now I would just not even go to the lane first. I would like just roam to the dragon and maybe this area and ward those really deep places. Yeah, you will see Rammoose is always ready to gank you. But anyway. Your team needed those deep wards, but you didn't ever get them, so Rammoose was always free to gank unnoticed. And then you also had the, I think, bad item builds, especially in this Sona game. So that was the first review of today, I guess. A lot of technical troubles as well. Fuck this music. I think I'll have like 10-minute or 5-minute break here, and then I will move to the next replay. Actually, and anyway, be right back.
swallow down your jacket's in. Let it drown inside my veins. The sweetest poison I could take. You make it an art, the way that you scar with every word. But before we reach the end, strip me down again. Come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it. Come and get it. Lights are red and there's sweat on your embrace. Just one other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Lights are red and there's sweat on your embrace. Just one other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. One other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Another dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Lights are out and there's sweat on your embrace. Just one other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Lights are out and there's sweat on your embrace. Just one other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. Lights are out and there's sweat on your embrace. Just one other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare. One other thing I dare. Lights are out and there's time to your embrace. Just another dare.
So the next game I'll do is, I guess, from Sona.